Welcome, horror hunters. Today, we've got some terrifyingly awesome updates straight from the world of survival horror games. We'll cover the return of Dino Crisis classics, dive into the dark tombs of Amenti, and finish with a chilling exorcism experience in Unpossess. Let's jump right in. First up, we've got some incredible news for fans of classic survival horror. Dino Crisis 1 and 2 have officially been re-released on PC via GOG, featuring enhanced versions to bring the terror of dino-packed survival into the modern era. For those unfamiliar, Dino Crisis is a Jurassic spin on Resident Evil mechanics. Created by Shinji Mikami, the same genius behind Resident Evil, these games set themselves apart by swapping out slow-moving zombies for something much more terrifying: dinosaurs. You play as Regina, a tactical soldier sent to a research facility where a secret experiment has gone terribly wrong, unleashing a horde of prehistoric nightmares. The first game, released in 1999, introduced a unique mix of horror and fast-paced action. Unlike zombies, these dinosaurs are quick, intelligent, and constantly keep you on your toes. You've got limited resources, puzzle-solving mechanics, and let's not forget the infamous tank controls that force you to stay sharp with every move. The raptors in this game are relentless, but what made it even more terrifying was that the game's AI was designed to have them hunt you down like prey rather than mindlessly wandering around. Dino Crisis 2, released in 2000, took the formula and ramped up the action. While the first game was more survival-focused, the sequel leaned into fast combat, with bigger set pieces and a lot more firepower. And who could forget the terrifying T-Rex encounters that left players breathless? These enhanced versions on GOG preserve the original experience while adding tweaks for modern systems. If you've never faced the terror of a raptor ambush or a surprise T-Rex attack, now's the perfect time to jump in. The question on everyone's mind now is, will this lead to a Dino Crisis reboot? Fans have been waiting, and it seems the dinosaurs aren't done with us just yet. Now let's dive deep into the sands of ancient Egypt with Amenti, a horror game that's been leaving players both terrified and thrilled. Since its release just 3 weeks ago, it's been getting rave reviews for its immersive atmosphere, captivating story, and unique mechanics. But what's it all about? Amenti takes place inside the newly discovered tomb of Rudimon, an ancient Egyptian pharaoh buried 50 meters underground. According to legend, anyone who dares enter this tomb will awaken the spirits of Rudimon and his royal family, leading to disastrous consequences. So, naturally you, playing as a brave historian and photographer, decide to risk it all and venture into this terrifying labyrinth to uncover the truth. The game has you exploring long-forgotten corridors, deciphering ancient hieroglyphs, and coming face-to-face with horrors from Egypt's mysterious past. But what sets Amenti apart is its photography mechanic. As you investigate, you take photos of artifacts and other strange sights. At first it might seem harmless, but the more you photograph, the more you start to notice horrifying details. Ghostly figures, moving shadows, and other terrifying entities appearing in your snapshots. And these aren't just background details. As the game progresses, these horrors start manifesting in real time, following you through the tomb. The sound design and realistic graphics are top-notch, pulling you deep into the claustrophobic environment of the 5,000-year-old tomb. You'll feel the weight of the earth above you, the eerie silence of the corridors, and the tension of knowing something ancient and vengeful could be lurking around the corner. Players are loving the mix of historical mystery with supernatural horror, and it's no surprise that Amenti has become a favorite among horror enthusiasts. If you're fascinated by ancient Egypt and the legends that surround it, this is a game you don't want to miss. Lastly, we've got a game that's been possessing players on Steam, Unpossess Exorcism Simulator. Whether you're a fan of co-op horror or want to dive into the world of supernatural investigation, this game has been grabbing attention for all the right reasons. Unpossess is set in the early 1900s, a time when belief in demons and possessions was at its peak. You play as an exorcist, and depending on your style, you can either face the horrors alone or team up with up to 3 other exorcists in cooperative gameplay. Your job? To cleanse houses and people of demonic influence, and trust me, these aren't your typical haunted house tours. Drawing inspiration from iconic supernatural films, each case requires you to cleanse an afflicted area, capture evidence of the paranormal, and conduct exorcisms to free possessed individuals. But as you're going through the ritual, you also need to manage your own health and sanity, because facing off against demons takes its toll. One of the coolest parts of Unpossess is its progression system. As you succeed in more cases, you unlock new abilities and can customize your exorcist's appearance. Want a more experienced, hardened look? You got it. Prefer a classic exorcist robe? It's all there. Plus, the game features a haunted object collection system, where players can collect cursed items from their cases and showcase them in a pre-case lobby, kind of like building your own haunted museum. The cherry on top is the dynamic, demonic AI, which ensures that every possession case is different from the last. The way demons behave changes from game to game, so you never know exactly what to expect, keeping the tension high. Steam players are loving this game's fresh take on exorcism horror, and with such positive feedback, Unpossess is quickly becoming a must-play for fans of cooperative horror games. And that wraps up today's horror game news. Whether you're dodging dinosaurs, uncovering ancient curses, or banishing demons, there's plenty of new horror to keep you up at night. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated with the latest in the horror game world. I'm Global Monster Files, and remember, the monsters are always closer than you think.